Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones, Dr. Bones.
This is Mr. Susan. You are listening to New Music Saturday with Dr. Bones.
This is Joe Bush. One.
Hey, this is Julie. Yep, you are listening to.
Hey, y'all. This is Michael Daughtry.
Hey, Dave. Yeah, from Russia.
Hi, this is Maddie.
This is Peter. We're Polaris Rose.
We are Coleus.
One.
Hey, this is Vinod. Wait. Hi, this is Bahar. You're listening. Hi, this is Jim Levat. Hi, this is Jono.
This is Jess.
From Living Dead Girl, and you're listening.
Hi, this is Andy Roman from Elm Treason. And this is Bobby Steele from Elm Treason.
And you are listening to the great Doc Bones.
Right on, and welcome to New Music Saturday, and back with me, as always for the most time now, is our new co-host, Forgottenbee.
I love the way it gets swept in there.
Mm-hmm.
I love that, really, genuinely, yeah. It's a pleasure, and I tell you what, the show tonight, oh my God, I've listened to some of the tracks, wicked. Wicked is all I can say.
So before we get...
Excited.
Before we get started here, I went to see, which we'll hear him later on in part one, went to see Ed Roman last night, and that was a lot of fun, and I was telling B off air that it was one of those things, I was so excited to see the show, I left the house and got almost all the way there, and I wasn't driving, mind you, because we had a DD for the night. Anyways, point being, is I got almost all the way there, and I looked down, I was like, oh, you know what, it's like, fuck, and the reason why is because I was so excited, I forgot to switch my shoes before I left the house. So, thankfully, it was like more of an intimate scene. So, you're sitting at tables watching the show because instead of having regular shoes on, I had my Crocs on because we've been out in the backyard.
Can I just say to the audience what I would have done to you?
Go ahead.
I'm not even going to say what I would have done to you, but you wouldn't have been happy for many weeks.
Yeah.
Crocs.
Well,
so uncool.
It wasn't done on purpose, and like we left, and pretty much by the time we were almost there, the show was like starting in 10 minutes. We didn't have time to turn around and go back. Otherwise, I would have. And
Your granddad.
No. It was just an honest mistake. Except to go to the show, and a few drinks I forgot. So it happens. But either way, it was a great show, and I will put up some pics. I know there should be a few up there from last night. And Ed posted a pic because myself, my buddy Mike G, who's been a co-host a few times on NMS, and another buddy Dave. Dave left a little early, so just myself and Mike. But we took a pic with Ed, and he put up in line, and it was a fun night and great pic. And it was really cool because he didn't have his band with him, so it was just an acoustic set. But he did play the majority of the songs off of Red Omen because a lot of them are acoustic. So there's a couple he didn't play. We wish he played, but he will play the band. And they'll be back in London in a few months with the band. So we'll be able to see a song we're going to be playing later tonight. I wish Wolfman was back. And a song that we'll play next week called Jamaica, which is an older song. But yeah, it was a cool night and a lot of fun. And Ed is a fantastic guy. Like I said, I've talked to him many times. He's done about 3 interviews on the show. And he's so cool in person. It was a lot of fun. And he also covered Hendrix, Are You Experienced?
Nice. Rockin'.
So yeah, it was great, and he gave me a lot of shout outs, and it was funny because when Mike, Dave, and I walked in, we sat down because pretty much all the tables left was almost like right beside him, which is fine. I sat down, and he just started a set, and he's playing along. He's like, "Oh, hey, Brian." I was like, "Oh, hey, man."
Did he say shame about the cheese?
Oh no. Because he did 3 like 45-minute sets, and after the sets, I said I was so excited to get here that I forgot to put my actual shoes on. I had my Crocs, and I looked at it, I started laughing. He says it's okay. He goes, I didn't check my shoes either, and he's got the Chuck Taylors on. He's got a red and a blue one on.
Nice.
So yeah, it worked out fairly well for us.
Birds covered you.
Yeah. Either way, I pointed it out to him like without too many other people knowing. So like yeah, it was. It would, like I said, it could have been worse. It could have been at a big venue, and it could have been
worse if I was there. That's the point.
Yeah, I could have been the mosh pit with the Crocs on. That would have been would have been hell for sure. But no. Anyways, so let's get kicking off with some new music. The first one is another new song by 1 in 5. This is off their new album or EP, Evolve. The song is called 3 Days. Dig this.
Father, I tell you, judgment day is near.
Right On. That was 1 in 5, and the song is called 3 Days, and it's off their brand new EP, Evolve, which is not quite out yet, but in the next week or so, I believe it is. I can't remember the exact date. But that was a cool song, and the last little bit actually reminded me of Hendrix. Speaking of Hendrix, well, because we talked about that earlier, because Ed Roman did a cover of Our Experience, which is really cool acoustic. But yeah, killer tune like always, and these guys just, they know how to do it up. I mean, between the soloing and the production of the whole thing is just always good. I mean, from their first EP, which is almost 2 years ago now, it just, you can see the progression, but just to see how solid of a band they really are.
They're very clean and rocking. I mean, I can't say that from personal opinion, but what I'm saying is, it's a very clean, rocking instrumental beginning, is how I see it, and very strong dynamic for vocals. They're from Brighton.
Yes. And
I learned to rollerblade down the seafront in Brighton, so they've got to be cool, haven't they?
Ooh.
Well, you know, and it's really, honestly, Brighton seafront, really cool. You can just kind of skate forever. So yeah, there you go. But rhythmically, they're great, very exciting, and do you know, I follow them. It's terrible, because I follow these people and I don't actually know their music. I mean, they obviously join me in their line and I follow them, but this is fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Really good.
No, these guys have been regular to the show as well, and but somehow they've yet to come on for an interview. Hint, hint, guys. So when we get an upper...
Hey, let's do it together.
Yeah. Oh, sure.
Yeah.
You sound like what's her name? Is it Jane Leaves, who who's on Frasier, and so was it Always Hot in Cincinnati or something like that? And
well, let's talk Brighton. Let's talk Brighton. There you go.
Well, I don't know the different accents. I just kind of go with the generic one. So, and just hopefully I don't butcher it. That's all.
I tell you what, it's so great. I love being on this show because I really get some great tracks to steal. I love it.
Well, thanks, I guess. So next up, we have a brand new one by Proud Honey. This is off their new album, which is called Breaking Up the Silence, which is it should be released right now, and so it's gonna be on iTunes and Spotify. And I was lucky enough to get a physical copy in the mail literally yesterday. So a big thank you to Hugh, the guitarist from Proud Honey, and the rest of the boys for sending it down, because it's a great CD. And we've heard some of the tracks before, but now we have the actual final mastered version of the CD. And let me tell you, like I'm a little biased towards them just because they've been very good show, but these guys are super talented and they're such nice guys and great musicians. Like, let me tell you. So let's get up to Proud Honey. This one's called Can't Buy Style, off their new album, Breaking Up the Silence. Dig this.
He was born with a silver spoon in his mouth. He always looked down at people around town. He made his way through the